What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. In this video I'm going to bring you a quick tour of my actual desk and setup, and this is the products that I use, recommend. I've done reviews on most of this stuff, but with everyone working at home right now, I thought it would be a good idea to kind of give you a quick tour of my setup and how I have things set. Mainly going to be focused on the desk. Most everything here I'd recommend. I'll kind of go through it when I go through all of my components here, but people are buying more stuff for desktops and computer related items because there's a lot more stuff going at home with everything going on with COVID. So I thought I would kind of give you a big tour here. All right, guys, so now getting into the desk. First, I'll go over the chair. This was about a $150 chair at Staples. I've had it for over 10 years now. It's junk. If you're wanting a nice quality chair, you're probably gonna have to spend $300 or $400, but it works. Again, this is all wore off, and the reason I haven't bought a new one is because it works. It's just not the greatest, not the most comfortable. Tripod, this is the Oben AT3535. This is their travel, more budget oriented. You can get between $60 and $100 depending on if it's on sale. Very compact, very robust. I'm really happy with the quality of it. It's not the most advanced tripod out there, but it's very good for travelers. If you're looking to do that, I'd recommend that. And first we'll go to the desk. This is an Apex desk. You can get this on Amazon. It's around $650. It is a standing desk, so what that means basically is it just goes up and down. It is one of the better desks out there if you're looking for a standing desk. Very well built. I've had it for about 7 or 8 years now. No issues with it. It is probably the best purchase I've ever made when it comes to a desk. The only negative is it came damaged when it shipped, but I don't think that was the company's fault. I think that was the shipping company's fault. But it is very heavy. This is all steel, some type of steel. Again, it raises, so pretty easy to put together too. I didn't have any issues there. The only negative is hiding cables is a little difficult, but what I actually did is I just bought a little rack at IKEA and I hide everything up there. And then I also have a power strip up there, which I just screwed in just to try to hide things a little bit. But it's an excellent desk. Don't know if I would get the white just because of, it does get these little black marks on it every once in a while. But there's 3 or 4 different colors you can get. Very good quality. I would highly recommend this desk to anybody. So now if we're going to the speakers, the Edifier, I'm not really sure how you pronounce that. These are your typical $100 speakers, very well reviewed on Amazon. They are just okay. They're not something that I, they're very not bass heavy, very neutral sounding. And they also only can connect with RCA cables, so you're not going to get the best quality out there. These are powered though, so you don't have to have any type of power to them. They already have the amp built in. They look good. They actually had a grill over top of it, but I took it off because I didn't like that. If you want them if you can get them on sale for $60 or $70, I'd get them. But overall, they're not the best. I would look into get maybe some Fluence. Makes really nice ones. That's what we have for our setup in our living room. But if you can get them on sale, they're worth it. But they're not the greatest quality out there. So keyboard, this is another one I would highly recommend. This is the Ducky. This is the Maya Pro. Ducky makes all kinds of keyboards. This is a 65% keyboard, which basically means it's deleting the number pad and some other keys there at the top. Ducky is a very well reviewed company. All their keyboards are high quality. The only negative is they do not make Bluetooth keyboards. They all come with a wire. So you're going to have a wire running across your desk, but you can get these anywhere between, I think about $80 and $200, depending on which one you get. This one I think is like $119 or $109. They are very well-built keyboards. It's just Cherry MX. These are brown switches. I believe these are double shot PBT keycaps. What basically that means is that these are never going to fade. So none of this stuff is ever going to come off. It's still looks new. I've had it about a year. And if you're looking for a quality keyboard that'll last your lifetime, I would highly recommend any of the Ducky keyboards are going to be very good. It is backlit. I don't ever use the backlighting, but it can do a million things when it comes to backlighting. And the mouse, this is the Logitech. This is the M705, I believe. It's their marathon mouse. It's about $30. It's a Bluetooth mouse. It is actually Bluetooth USB. It can do dual connection. I just use the USB. And sometimes I use the Bluetooth on my laptop, but I do not need a fancy gaming, real expensive mouse. This one works great. You can get it for $25, $30. Links below if you want to purchase it. I got it at Staples because it was a little cheaper there. So kind of watch out if you can get a deal on it. The monitor, I do not remember the model number of this. This is a 32-inch 4K. It's an LG monitor. I got it at Costco for about $350. If you want a fairly color accurate monitor under $500, this is the one I'd recommend. They have a newer one out. It's still 32 inches, but it is a great value for $350, $400. The only negative is the stand is wobbly. But it does have a base mount on the back, so you could actually get a monitor arm. It does not have USB-C, so if you need that, they do have one that I believe is $50 more than this that has USB-C, but this has been another excellent purchase. I don't like spending a lot of money on things, so getting a $1,000 BenQ or one of the Dell Ultra Sharp monitors wasn't really an option, so I picked this up. I do believe it's still at Sam's. I do not know if it's still at Costco, but you can get it like B&H, Amazon. Links are below if you want to purchase it, but it is an excellent 4K monitor. It's a little big, so if you don't want 32 inches, I would try to look at it in the store. Best Buy, Micro Center, if you can take a look at it. They do make a 27-inch one that may be okay. And then for our Wi-Fi, we actually have Google's Wi-Fi system. We have 3 of these goofy little pucks scattered throughout the house. We have had really good luck with these Wi-Fi routers. They've done an excellent job. I like that whenever it loses power, it sends you an email. If it loses any type of connection, it's easy to set up. Again, there's a million of them out there of these wireless routers, but this is the one I like. We've had really good luck out of it. So that's what I'd get. And then over to the desktop. So this is the Corsair Air 280, I believe. It's your standard MATX case. It is RGB oriented. You can get it without these, but you can actually turn these off. So I would recommend getting it with the RGB. And then if you don't want that, just turn it off. Intel Core i5 9400, 6-core 8th Gen Intel processor. And then we have, what graphics card is that? The NVIDIA 980 Ti, I believe. I actually bought the graphics card through EVGA's B-Stock, and it was on sale. Didn't pay much for it. I think I paid around $200 for it, maybe $250, but you can get good deals on that. I have a couple SSDs in there, NVMe, and a hard drive, but that's it. All these components are below if you're interested in something like this. I believe you could probably get this under $1,000 for the complete setup. The RGB fans are a little expensive, at least the top ones were, but you could also get some Noctua fans, which are a little bit cheaper if you don't want the RGB. That's something you could look at. And then this is our modem. We currently have Spectrum, whatever you want to call it, and I've had this for a while. Basically, instead of renting their modem, we just purchased our own. It was a pain to have them come out and set it up, but we've had this, I think I've had it for like 10 years now, and it still works perfect. So $60 instead of renting one for $5 a month. It will save you some money over the time. And another power strip down there. I try to hide these wires the best I can, but again, it doesn't always work the best. And this is our drawer where I put all my random stuff. I have a random hard drive in here. Not really sure why I don't have that in the computer. Probably should. And then all my little dongles that you periodically need, because everything's going to that charger for the camera. Again, calculator, nothing too fancy. I do want to mention that the speakers do come with a remote. I don't ever use the remote, but it is there. I mean, it has the little controls on the side, so I don't really know why you need that. And then down here is not going to be it's just all our paperwork. Lots of paperwork. And that's it, guys. So that is my general setup. Had most of this stuff for a decent amount of time. I would recommend nearly all of it. Maybe not the speakers. I would highly look into Fluence if you can afford their speakers. You'll probably have to pay $150, $200, but they make really good stuff. The desk is probably the highlight of this. Desk, keyboard, monitor. Those are all three things that I would 100% recommend people get, and the mouse. For $30, this thing is great. It's been on the same battery. It's very responsive, works great. Works with 3 different computers, Bluetooth and USB. So if you're looking for a cheap mouse, that's the one I'd recommend. But that's it, guys. That's my general setup. The lights I actually have down below too. They're very cheap studio lights. Basically 3 umbrella lights that I have scattered throughout the office, or this little general room that we have here. And they were cheap too, about 65 bucks. They make a world of difference if you're looking to make videos. And that's it. If you have any questions about any of this stuff, leave the comments below. Like this video if you like it. And I will see you guys next time.